Welcome to lesson 2 of maths. As usual, can you complete your recap and mental health data on your sheets and pop them in your packs for the adults to have a look at? Okay, let's start today's lesson. Right, so we're looking at how long something is today using different items. So here we've got cubes. Now to help us see how many cubes long this submarine is, it's a good tip to draw a line to where the item stops, and you'll be able to see very clearly how many cubes you need to count. And then I'm going to cross them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And therefore this submarine is the same length as 5 cubes. Again here, which sea creature is 6 blocks long? So I'm going to draw my lines on to help me, and then I'll be able to easily count. So how many blocks long is A, and then count B, and then count C. And put a circle around the one that you think is 6 blocks long. You pause the video, and then when you press play again, I will go through the answer. Okay, B is the correct answer. That sea creature is the same length as 6 blocks. This time we're going to use paper clips. So as you can see, we've laid the paper clips out directly underneath, starting and stopping where the item does. So how many paper clips long is the letter? It's 3 paper clips long. And then again with the carrot, can you see how the paper clips line up perfectly with the carrot? How many paper clips long is the carrot? All we need to do is count them. It is 4 paper clips long. And then how long is the toy van? How long is it? Remember, the paper clips have to be lined up perfectly to do this properly. And then you need to count the paper clips. So the toy van is 2 paper clips long. Okay, if we were going to measure someone's in the classroom or another child, how would we measure them? Is it easier to do it lying down, or do you think it's easier to do it standing up? So the best way to measure someone is standing, to make sure you get their height. So people take each other's heights rather than lengths. Okay, so you can use all sorts of different things to measure the heights. So here, lolly sticks has been used, and I want to know which animal is taller. So I'm going to draw a line from the animal's head to the lolly sticks and see which animal is taller. So you can do it with birth. I thought it was the kangaroo, so I drew a line from the kangaroo to the lolly sticks. And I can see that the kangaroo is 3 lolly sticks tall. It's taller than the koala, who is only 2. Okay, so we have a debate going on here of how long the length of the tractor is. So we've got someone thinking it's 6 cubes long, and the tortoise thinks it's 3 paper clips long. So let's lay out our 6 cubes, see if they're right. 3, 4, 5, 6. See, it stops and starts just where the tractor is in perfect line. And then let's lay out paper clips. 1, 2, 3. So one thinks it's 6 cubes long and one thinks it's 3 paper clips. Who is right? Pause the video and write an answer on your sheet. Okay, so as you can see, 6 cubes and 3 paper clips both fit the length of the tractor. So that means they are both correct, because the cubes and the paper clips are different sizes. So it doesn't mean that it's going to be the same amount of cubes as paper clips as lollipop sticks, because the items you are using are also different lengths. Okay, Alex measured a pencil in a classroom. I think it is 3 lolly sticks long. Explain the mistake she has made. So she's gone wrong. She's done something wrong. What is it? Okay, Alex has not laid out the lolly sticks correctly. As you can see, they're spaced out. And when you're measuring something with items, you need to put them touching next to each other. So if she pushed up her lolly sticks, the pencil could be longer than 3 lolly sticks, couldn't it? It could be 4. She's left quite a gap between each one. So it's not an accurate measurement if you don't do it accurately. George wants the scales to balance. He thinks he could move some marbles to do this. So to balance the scales, it means you need to have the same weight on both sides. So at the minute, A has 3 marbles in it and B has 7 marbles in it. So how is he going to move some marbles? How many is he going to move across? To make sure they have the same amount in each one. Pause the video here and work it out, and I'll go through the answer. Right, okay. So there are 10 marbles on the scales in total, 3 on one side, 7 on the other. So he could move, if I would be moving the ones out of B into A to balance it. So he could take out 2 from B, put them into A, and then there'll be 5 marbles on each side, and that would balance it. Okay, true or false? The bottle is heavier than the pepper. So they have measured the mass of the pepper and the bottle by using pencil crayons. So you need to count the pencil crayons to see how much the pepper weighs and then how much the water bottle weighs to find out which one is heavier. Obviously, the more pencil crayons it takes to balance out the scales, the heavier the object. So pause it here and find out how many pencils the pepper weighs and how many pencils the water bottle weighs. Okay, so the bottle is heavier than the pepper, so it's true, because as you can see, there's 8 pencils taken to balance the scales with the water bottle, which means the water bottle weighs 8 pencils and the pepper only weighs 4 pencils. Okay, here is your worksheet. And if you can find an object at home as well to measure at the bottom there. And when you're explaining your answers, please make sure you say why, don't just say yes or no. And here you've got to draw on the cubes to show how much the toy car weighs. So it says the toy car weighs 6 cubes. So you need to draw on them on the scales, and the same with the pack of sweets. And then you need to decide which object is heavier between the present and the orange, the yo-yo and the crayons, and the train and the bee. Okay, so count the cubes, and the more cubes it takes, the heavier the object is.